Maraming sasabi ang Zamboanga City ay mayroong magulong lugar, pero hindi natin alam na ang Zamboanga City ay mayroong magandang tanawin, dagat at makabuluhang istorya. Halina't tignan natin ang kay ganda ng Zamboanga. Ako si Joanna Manimasmela ang magpapakita ng ganda ng Zamboanga. Introduction to Region 9. History and Creation of Zamboanga City. City and Port, Western Mindanao, Philippines. It is a busy port strategically located on the southwestern tip of the Zamboanga Peninsula, on Basilan Strait and sheltered by Basilan Island. The immediate coastal lowlands are narrow, with low, rugged hills located a short distance inland. Zamboanga Spanish-style architecture, fine beaches, and mountainous backdrop combine with a climate that is cooler and less humid than that of Manila to make it a favorite tourist spot. Zamboanga was founded by Spanish forces in 1635 on the site of a native settlement. Its name is derived from the Malay jambangan and bougainvillea, orchids, and other tropical flowers line its roadsides. Fourth Pillar, the Shrine of Our Lady of the Pillar, was built in the 17th century for the protection of Christian settlers against Moro pirates. It now houses a branch of the National Museum. The city is also the site of Western Mindanao State University, incorporated in 1936. The city was largely rebuilt after World War II. Provinces and major cities or town. Region 9 Zamboanga Peninsula. Provinces: Zamboanga del Sur, Zamboanga del Norte, Zamboanga Sibugay. Cities and capital: Dipolog City, Dapitan City, Ipil City, Pagadian City. Zamboanga del Norte. The capital city is Dipolog City. Zamboanga del Norte, or simply known as the Norte, is a province of the Philippines located in the Zamboanga Peninsula region in Mindanao. Its capital is Dipolog City, and the province borders Zamboanga del Sur and Zamboanga Sibugay. To the south and Misamis Occidental to the east. The Sulu Sea lies to the northwest of Zamboanga del Norte. Zamboanga del Norte is the largest province of the Zamboanga Peninsula in terms of land area. Dubbed as the Twin City Province, Zamboanga del Norte has been made famous by the beauty and charm of the orchid city of Dipolog and the historic, rustic quaintness of the shrine city of the people. Zamboanga del Sur. The capital city is Pagadian City. Zamboanga City is in the Mindanao region of the Philippines, known as the City of Flowers. It is now one of the most important and busiest port cities in the Philippines. The Chabacano language, known as Zamboangueño language or Zamboangueño Chabacano, a Creole language whose vocabulary is 80% Spanish and 20% from Philippines language and foreign sources, made from Zamboanga as Asia's Latin city. This is also because of the same tradition with Spain, particularly the patroness Our Lady of the Pilar. Zamboanga del Sur comprise 4 bays, 3 rivers, 3 lakes, and plenty of nature. People here speak mainly Cebuano, but you'll hear a bit of English and Chabacano as well. The land's first settlers were the river folk called Subanians or Subanians. Zamboanga Sibugay, the capital city, is Ipil City. Owing to its natural landform, the province of Zamboanga Sibugay is blessed with an impressive range of excellent tourist destinations, interesting mountains formations, picture-perfect waterfalls, caves in which dwell thousands of bats as well as stalactites, hot springs, white sand beaches, and fish and sea snake sanctuaries. Tantanan Bay is the largest fish sanctuary found in the province, encompassing an area of 5 hectares. Sibugay Bay bounds the southern peripheries, endowed with several coral formations that function naturally as fish sanctuaries. It is ideal for snorkeling and diving. Another notable fish sanctuary situated within the municipality of Talusan is Takushari, within the island of Pulo. Laum is a sanctuary for the propagation of sea snakes. Zamboanga Sibugay is endowed with several islets that are ideal for beach resort development. Notable are Pandilusan Island in the municipality of Payao and Litayon Island in the municipality of Alicia. One characteristic that they have in common is their white sand beaches. In addition to these islets, there are also white sand atolls in both municipalities that are submerged during high tides. Leading the province inland tourist attractions are the large caves found in municipalities of Tungawan and Talusan, as well as the Moabol Cave in the municipality of Titay. Among the majestic waterfalls are Tagbilat, Dalisay, Tugop, Muslim, Cobagop, Gootok, Malagandis, Basay, and Palina Falls in Ipil. Geographical features of Region 9. Region 9 or the Zamboanga Peninsula. Region 9 is located in the western part of Mindanao. It is bounded by Sulu Sea on the north, Ilana Bay and Moro Gulf on the south, Misamis Occidental, Lanao del Norte and Panguil Bay on the east, and the Celebes Sea on the west. Their language, Chabacano alphabet and pronunciation, Zamboanga dialect. Filipino, English, and Chinese are the predominant languages spoken in the region. Visayan Cebuano, spoken by about two-thirds of the population, is the predominant dialect. Chabacano, on the other hand, is the main dialect spoken in the city of Zamboanga. Port of Access. International Gateways. Zamboanga International Airport. Zamboanga International Airport is the main airport serving Zamboanga City in the Philippines. The airport is Mindanao's third busiest airport after Francisco Bango International Airport in Davao City and Laguindingan Airport in Laguindingan, Misamis Oriental. The airport covers a total land area of 270 hectares. Maritime route. The Port of Zamboanga. The Port of Zamboanga is a seaport located in Zamboanga City, located in western Mindanao. The International Container Port of Zamboanga ranked second in Asia according to the 2010 Super Efficient Port in Asia. The Port of Zamboanga is a center for sardine exports to the United States, Europe, the Middle East, and the Far East. There are 25 shipping lines that operate via the port, serviced by 4 shipyards operating within the port in Zamboanga City. The port has land area of 15.6 hectares. The seaport of Zamboanga has 19 docks, 12 of which are privately owned. The largest dock has capacity for up to 20 vessels and is operated by the Philippine Ports Authority. And there is our shipping lines like Allison Shipping Lines. Allison Shipping Lines Incorporated is a shipping company based in Zamboanga, Philippines. Their service includes routes to Sandakan, Malaysia, and over the Titan City to Dumaguete. They also ship cargo from Zamboanga City to Manila with 12 of their container carriers. Ever Shipping Lines. Ever Shipping Lines Incorporated is a company based in Zamboanga City with 4 ships. MV Evergreen of Asia, MV Evergreen Emilia, MV Eversweet, and MV Resalinda. We operate routes from Zamboanga City to Bongao, Tawi-Tawi, and Zamboanga City to Lutanga, Zamboanga, Sibugay. Their bus services, Zamboanga City Integrated Bus Terminal. Major attraction of Zamboanga City. Natural attraction, Pink Beach. If you're looking for your dose of vitamin C, go to Pink Beach in Santa Cruz. The island got its name because of its pinkish island. This chill destination is the perfect place to relax, unwind, and take a long walks along the shore. Wade in the waters, sunbath, enjoy the views, or just take as many pictures as you want. You can have a snack or a full meal here if you plan to stay the entire day. The island of Juan's Islas. This relatively new destination in Zamboanga offers beautiful ocean vistas. Spend time or at least glimpse white sands and turquoise waters. Only a few of islets are open to tourists, but the ones that are open afford a great beach experience. Once you dock, wade in the waters, sunbath, relax, sip on fresh coconut, or just lounge. There are snorkeling spots for visitors who want to see colorful corals and some fish. The rugged but stunning beach cape is pictures, so be sure to take time to just admire the views. Some of the islands you can visit are Bubu, Bisaya, Baong-Baong, and Siramon. Bulacan Falls. Bulacan Falls located in town of Labangan, 12 kilometers from Pagadian City. It covers an area about 400 square meters. It is the source of water for the Labangan irrigation system. The area around it has permanent boy and girl scout campsite with facilities wherein regional and provincial jamborees are held. Aliguay Island. Aliguay is a small island just off the coast of Dipolog City, Philippines, and the Pitan, Philippines. Our ride to the island was via local fishing boat we rented at Dipolog City Jellyfish area just off the boulevard. Asked several fishermen about taking and directed to a nice fisherman and his companion. Pandilusan Island. Pandilusan Island, or they called Sleeping Paradise. Panilusan Island is an island belonging to the municipality of Payao, Zamboanga, Sibugay, but it can be accessed via hometown at Talusan, Zamboanga, Sibugay for about 30 to 40 minutes boat ride. Due to security reasons, progress of this island slowed down due to reports of kidnapping and other insurgents. Man-made attraction built for tourism. Aurora Mountain Resort. In the town of Anonang, Aurora can be found the Aurora Mountain Resort. It has a big circular pool with serene blue water where visitors can refresh themselves. The location is also great for picnics, gatherings, and bonding with family. Visitors can rest in the small nipa houses or go on an adventure through lush greenery and rock formations. La Suerte Hanging Bridge. This breathtaking bridge is situated in the town of Lourdes, Pagadian. The bridge is composed of wooden lat and hangs by cables supported by wooden floor planks. The bridge would sway when someone walks in it, so it can be scary but amazing experience. For those who want thrilling activities, the Suerte Hanging Bridge is the best place to go. Lower Sibatang Hanging Bridge. The man-made hanging bridge of Zamboanga del Sur in the town of Lower Sibatang. Pagadian is a great place to view various colorful flora and fauna, including rare hummingbirds. Its elevation is measured at 27 meters. Visitors will surely be astonished with the great high view. The hanging bridge has to offer a seat to the call, please embracing your whole body with every sway of the bridge. It is composed of wooden planks suspended by wire. Man-made attractions not built for tourism. Fort Pilar. The Fort Pilar was built on June 23, 1635 by Father Melchor de Vera, a Jesuit priest engineer to ward off attacks from the Moors and foreign invaders. Originally named the Real Fuerza de San Jose, it was renamed after it was rebuilt in 1719. The Real Fuerza de Nuestra Señora del Pilar de Zaragoza, whose statue was embossed on the east wall in 734 as a frontispiece out of the entrance, was eventually sealed when it became a shrine. Fort Pilar is a 15-minute walk from City Hall, Enes Valderosa Street. City Hall. The City Hall's construction of its Hispanic building started in 1905 and was completed in 1907 by the federal government of the United States for the American governance of the era, which included Leonard O. Wood, Tasker H. Bliss, Ralph W. Hoyt, and John Pershing of the World War I fame. Today, it serves as the City Hall of Zamboanga, where the city mayor holds office. It is located right at the heart of Zamboanga City. Petit Barracks. These barracks had been occupied by the American forces under General C. Bates after their capture of the city on November 16, 1899. The site was named Petit Barracks in honor of Colonel James S. Petit, 31st Infantry U.S. Forces Volunteer Commanding Officer of the 2nd Military District, who was later promoted to the rank of General and became the Inspector General and in charge of civil affairs of Zamboanga. Petit Barracks is roughly a 5-minute walk from City Hall. Pasananca Aviary. One of the newest interesting sites in Zamboanga City is the Aviary of Pasananca Park, located around 7.5 kilometers north of the city proper. It showcases different species of domestic and imported birds. It has become a favorite place for families and tourists. Pasananca Park is roughly a 15-minute ride from the City Hall.
Hello everyone, I'm Andrea Nicole Mansal, and next we will be tackling the accommodations and foods and culinary traditions of Zamboanga, and of course the festival and the cultural ethnic groups of the Region 9. Let's go! For accommodations, in Region 9 Zamboanga, they have hotels and resorts. The top 5 hotels are Windsor Suites, Garden Orchid Hotel, Martian Garden Hotel, Grand Astoria Hotel, and El Meridian Suites. For their resorts, they have the Cac Park and Beach Resort, Manuel Resort, CNL Sea View, Woodland Resort and Restaurant, and lastly, the La Vista Del Mar. For Zamboanga's culinary traditions, food, and gastronomy, being the third largest city in the Philippines, Zamboanga is a whole new world of food that you should explore. Get to know Zamboanga's fascinating culture with a taste of their most well-known delicacies. Here are a must-eats in Zamboanga City. The first one is the Moro cuisine, also called latal. Latal is a platter with servings of Tausug's native delicacies. The bowl served in the middle is called tiula itum, a beef and goat stew with a rich black broth made from roasted coconut. The other dishes that surround it are beef piasak, beef kulma, chicken pianggang, chicken kialia, kialia kapaya, calamares, and fried fish. For the next one is called oko oko. Oko oko is a dish that is sure to catch your eye. This delicacy is cooked sea urchin stuffed with rice that has been sautéed and flavored. It is also that oko oko is incredibly tedious to make. Having to carefully clean and remove the spines of the urchin before stuffing it with rice. To eat it, simply crack the shell open like you would with a boiled egg. And for the third one is chupaculo. Chupaculo is a must-try if you're adventurous with food. Its name comes from the Spanish terms chupa means to suck and the culo means behind. This dish is made of black snails cooked in coconut and paco or fiddlehead fern. The meat is kept inside the shell to soak up all the flavor of the sauce. The best way to eat this is to suck the meat out of the shell, hence the name. And next is the coracha. Coracha is definitely on the top of the list is a must-try to eat in Zamboanga. The Chavacano name is derived from the phrase cockroach of the sea. This crustacean is abundant in the waters of Zamboanga and looks like a hybrid of a crab and a lobster. What makes the coracha different is that it's meat that can be found in its broad body instead of its claws. The dish is prepared with special sauce made from coconut milk and a few secret spices. And the next one is sati. Sati is similar to satay dish of the Malaysia and Indonesia. This dish is on the other hand has a sweet red sauce. It is typically breakfast food for residents of Zamboanga City, eaten with rice cooked in coconut leaves. Lastly is called knickerbocker. There are many versions of halo-halo around the country, and Zamboanga City has its own popular variant, knickerbocker. Knickerbocker is a colorful and refreshing halo-halo like dessert of sliced fruits like mango, watermelon, and banana, mixed with gelatin and topped with strawberry ice cream and milk. And unlike other types of halo-halo, it doesn't come up with shaved ice and is more like a fruit salad and ice cream. For festivals and special events, the Zamboanga or the Region 9 has the Hudyaka Festival. It's an annual festival that is attended by the contingents from the whole Zamboanga del Norte province. The festival celebrates the founding of the province, and the cities and municipalities of Zamboanga del Norte usually send in contingents to compete. And the next festival is the Sibug-Sibug Festival. Sibug-Sibug Festival is an annual event held during 26th day of February in the province of Zamboanga, Sibugay. The 2-week festivity features colorful street dancing with ethnic themes, including the ritual that shows off good harvest, wedding ceremony, and healing rituals. And next is the Buklog Festival. This Buklog Festival is the Thanksgiving festival of the Subanans. Next is the Kinabayo Festival, held in Dapitan City and Zamboanga del Norte, and this festival shows colorful pageant reenacting the Spanish Maoris Wars. And next is the Hermosa Festival, held in honor of the miraculous image of Our Lady of the Pillar, the patroness of Zamboanga City, which is held every October 12. And next is the Megayon Festival, highlights of the cultural diversity of the 3 groups of people that populate Zamboanga del Sur. For Region 9's major cultural and ethnic groups, they are generally divided into Tausugs, Yakans, Badjaos, and the Subanons of the Zamboanga del Norte, Zamboanga del Sur, and the Zamboanga Sibugay. The first are the Tausugs. The Tausugs are considered the most politically dominant group in the Sulu archipelago, inhabit the island of Jolo, and are dispersed into several communities in the smaller islands of Tawi-Tawi, Basilan, and southern Palawan. And next is Yakan. Yakan enclaves are, however, also found in Isabela City and nearby Zamboanga City. They are peace-loving people, originally pagans until the spread of Islam in the island. Yakan men and women are distinguished by skin-tight trousers and bulky waist sashes, which serve as protection from bladed weapons or as hammocks in the hills at night. And are the Badyaws. The Badyaws are often referred to as the Philippine Sea Gypsies. The Badyaws, recently, spent their lives on their small boats which frequently the waters around the numerous islands of the Sulu archipelago. And next are the Subanans. The Subanans are considered the aborigines of Zamboanga, settling in the city before the Spaniards are occupied.
Hello everyone, my name is Eliana Reed Simarag and we will be discussing about the major industries, language and dialects, travel and interesting trivia, and some itineraries in Zamboanga. Let us first discuss Zamboanga's major industries or their primary business operations. First is farming. 47% of the population in Zamboanga are farmers. Key crops are pale and corn, which continue to register production increases over the years. Farming posted significant increases over the past 5 years. In Zamboanga, they have this credit facilitation services wherein a farmer may avail of 20,000 pesos per hectare loan at zero interest payable after harvest to help their farmers in terms of livelihood. Cosa di tuyo nombre means what is your name? Taama yo contigo means I love you. Last is cuántos años ya tú means how old are you. Now let's have some greetings in Chavacano. First is good morning. It is called buenos dias. Next is good afternoon, also known as buenas tardes. Lastly, good evening, also known as buenas noches. Let's move on to some travel and interesting trivia about Zamboanga. First is they have a museum consist of different historical artifacts. Inside the fort, a National Museum branch can be found where you can see an extensive collection of historical artifacts, memorabilia, and paintings. It showcases the indigenous marine life of Zamboanga and the nearby island and the underwater archaeological finds from the Griffin, which sank during the 18th century in the water northwest of Basilicon province. The highlights of this exhibit is a vinta. A vinta is a used boat of the Sama de Laut, better known as Badjao, a seafaring people based in Sintaki, Tawi-Tawi, and Bongao. This houseboat is a complete with living quarters where the family's food and water storage area are located near the stern. Items like cooking pots, coconut shell ladles, water jug, fishing tools, and implements complete the accessories in the boat. Second is, it is called the sardines capital of the Philippines. Mega Globe is one of the 11 sardine canning factories in Zamboanga City, which is considered the sardine capital of the Philippines. About 1 million metric tons of fish are being caught in the Sulu-Celebes Sea, which surrounds the Zamboanga Peninsula. The third one is Zamboanga is called as Asia's Latin City. Zamboanga City is called Asia's Latin City due to Hispanic influences in its culture and religion, manifested in the Spanish-styled historic buildings and structures, and language is spoken. Also, it is only the Spanish-based Creole language in Asia. Lastly, it has a very exclusive residential island. In Zamboanga, there are a lot of tourist attractions. On the other hand, it has a very exclusive residential island, wherein anyone can visit various destinations in this city, but moving and living in the city is not permitted. Only by the birth of children by the current inhabitants can be belong in the island's population. Let's proceed to some tour itineraries. First is for family tour. I recommend a trip to the Grande Santa Cruz Island for a family holiday. Those who will go on a family tour, they can visit the Zamboanga's very own pink beach, the Grande Santa Cruz Island. This island really offers a taste of the vibrant culture and beauty of Zamboanga City. Just seeing the colorful vintas and traditional boats on the beach makes visiting the island worth it. Here are some lists that a family can experience in visiting Grande Santa Cruz Island. For a 3-day vacation, a family can have different activities like swimming, snorkeling, and scuba diving. They can also try the lagoon boat tour. Get a chance to feel the fun-filled experience aboard the Vinta. One of the things you shouldn't miss when visiting the island are the old Bajau burial grounds on the eastern part of the island. It was quite interesting to see the details of the grave where there are miniature wooden boats and human effigy. For an eco-tourist, I recommend a trip to the Once Isla. Zamboanga City is becoming a known destination for beachgoers because of this emerging eco-cultural tourism destination known as the Once Isla. This group of islands is composed of 11 mostly uninhabited islands located off the coast of barangays Dita and Panubigan. Was first groomed as a tourist destination in July 2018. This tour can also be made into a 3-day holiday, and here are some of the things you can do when you visit the island. Because it is made up of 11 islands, you can visit 4 of them on your first day. You can also try different beach activities like paddle boarding, kayaking, snorkeling, and also island hopping. Take note that each island has its own uniqueness.